Welcome to Celebrate Aging. I'm Vicki Marthaler, your hostess today here at Emmanuel Community, connected with Ecumen of the Lakes. And Ecumen, of course, is our parent company. And Ecumen has a program for all of their facilities called the Wellness Program. And part of our wellness this year is sponsoring and holding and advertising and inviting you to participate in an Alzheimer's walk, making Alzheimer's a memory. Let's make it a memory. We're going to be raising some funds, and we're going to be having an education day. Emmanuel has always participated with St. Mary's in the past and had an education day especially set aside to learning about Alzheimer's for caregivers, for the people who have been diagnosed, for the general community, because you know as well as I do that when Alzheimer's is a diagnosis, it doesn't affect just one person. It affects everybody, the neighbors, the church home, the community, the family, the extended family. It does take a community to surround someone with that diagnosis. And so we're setting a day apart, and I'm with Bonnie Mose today of Union Central, and she's managing, is that what you say?
I'm the housing manager.
The housing manager. I have got to keep all these titles straight. And we're going to be hosting our Alzheimer's Walk and Education Day on Friday, September the 9th, and it's going to be all afternoon, starting at 1 and going until 6. And Bonnie was kind enough to offer the Union Central for this day so that we can walk even if it's raining, or it couldn't possibly be snowing in September, could it?
It better not be. Snow is a swear word in September.
It's an S word. We're not saying
it. It's an S word, huh? Right.
And when we walk at Union Central, the way it's designed, it's like a square, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's a square. 0.14 miles is one round in Union Central. So if we do 7 laps, we have a mile. So it's set up for exercise, and so we are going to use Union Central to do our walking that day.
That's wonderful.
But part of the other part that's really fun is that we'll have tables so that you can get information about Alzheimer's. We'll have lots of education available for
Of course, we have brochures and pamphlets like this that the Alzheimer's Association puts out. We are also going to have, hospice will have a table there. Mm-hmm. We are going to have like Sunnyside and the Pelican Valley Center and a couple of the other areas. They are going to be there too, and we're going to talk about adult day services. We're going to talk about tables of information for that, and respite, and just
everything.
Everything.
And
food.
Food. Oh, yes. Well, you can't come to something at Ecumen and not be fed.
That's right.
And you certainly can't come to Union Central and not be fed. So we will have some food there for you to eat, and then we'll also have a little bake sale set up to raise some money for our Awakenings program here at Emmanuel.
Now, Awakenings, that's interesting. We're going to have 3 speakers this afternoon. Are you writing it down? September the 9th. It's a Friday from 1 to 6. Now, at 1 o'clock, we are going to have a nurse. Her name is Joanne Schott. She's an RN, and she is the RN on our Oak Lane, which specializes, I guess you could say, in people living with dementia. And she is in charge of and has developed a wonderful, effective program called Awakenings. Awakenings also is Ecumen-wide. It's a wonderful program that says medication has its place. No one's going to argue that. But for somebody, especially with Alzheimer's or dementia, is medication always the best? And so we are looking at how can we minimize using medications for behaviors, making people feel safe, making sure that they can work at the level that they're able to safely and well without barraging them with medications. That's my understanding of it.
That's my understanding also, and it's called Awakenings because the way we always thought of people with Alzheimer's is that they were all doped up and sitting there like
Yes,
this,
right.
where we are not doping them up now.
No.
We're on minimum. Medication and doing more with activities and letting them do the kinds of things that they like to do.
And if they're wanderers, they're wanderers. That's fine. That's another thing we're going to find out on that day, and there's going to be information. So if you're interested in learning more about Alzheimer's, if you have someone who's had that diagnosis, whether it be a family member or a friend, please come and learn some more, because I'm finding education really about that disease and about that diagnosis is the best weapon that you have.
Yes.
And we want all people, whether you're the caregiver or the one with the diagnosis, to live a quality life all the days of your life. And so come and find out more information. So anyway, Joanne's going to talk at 1 about Awakenings, which is a wonderful program. We are having great results, and she'll be loving to share that, exactly how that works. At 3 o'clock, we're going to have Joy Crouch from Hospice, and she is going to talk about the programs and the services available through our local hospice program. And she's always interesting and entertaining too at the same time. She's got a great sense of humor, but also wonderful to know what is available. How can the greater community help a family who has this diagnosis? And then at 5, we have very, very excited and thankful that Steve Score will be presenting his own personal story. When Steve was actually in his early 50s, he was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. And he is going to speak to us about that diagnosis and about his life and how it's changed his life these last few years, and his attitude and what he is doing to live full and well as he is able to now with being diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So we have wonderful speakers. We're going to have tables of information. We're going to have a walk path. You can come and walk as much or as little as you want, and just bring money. Get some sponsors. In fact, if you want to get a sponsor sheet, here at Emmanuel, we do have sponsor sheets. Just stop by the reception desk and pick one up and get some sponsors so that you can raise money. And it will go, we are actually dividing, you can pick and choose. We're looking at Alzheimer's research because we want to make Alzheimer's a memory. And we're also donating money to the Ecumen Awakenings program because we feel those who have that diagnosis are benefiting from less medication and more activities and just a different attitude of addressing what happens when a person has Alzheimer's. I'm just rattling on and on and on, but we've got so much to say. Am I missing anything?
I don't think we are. Just remember, we're going to have lots of tables with information. We'll have speakers. There'll be a path where you can walk to honor and remember those that are living with Alzheimer's. We'll be accepting donations for Alzheimer's research and also for the Ecumen Awakenings program. Just come, learn, be supported. You can ask questions. Just everything that you would like to know about Alzheimer's, we hope we can answer that day.
Or listen, or at least listen.
Right.
You know, sometimes we don't have the answers, but we can listen and we can offer support. So Friday, September the 9th, 1 to 6, with our speaker beginning at 1, and then another speaker at 3, and another speaker at 5. And it's at Union Central, which is the old Washington Elementary School on the north side of Washington Avenue. And you're welcome to come and tour, too.
Of course. We'd love to show you our beautiful new community.
Absolutely. And they have a wonderful dining room, and that's where the tables of information will be, and our little bake sale. And for those who are participating and who come, you're going to get a little blue forget-me-not. These were made by one of our nurses here. They're as cute as they can be, but just that little reminder, don't forget, don't forget. Friday, September 9th, starting at 1 at Union Central, which is on the north side of Washington Avenue, Detroit Lakes. We'll look for you.